Happy New Year. Here we are. As you can see, the new year resides sometimes in our hearts, in this case, on my head. Roland's Recap coming to you live from East Texas. East Texas, did I say East Texas? East Texas tried to come by and control East Dallas, but they had no luck. We're in East Dallas right here. We're making it happen. Let's go ahead and take this off. Let's get serious right now. As you can see, I've got none other than a young man who has rattled the cage, who has set the paradigm of what USA boxing was and now what professional boxing is about to be. I have the proud privilege of having none other than Ray Ximenez Jr. here with me. Good to see you. Hopefully your holiday season was great. Hopefully the new year, you know what, does it say New Year season? I hope the new year really identifies the Ray that I know as a pro, because you've just left the amateur ranks. Is that not correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
That is correct. I know. You know what? I've seen the one pro fight that you had, and you set a paradigm there. You restructured what the weight class that I think Ray Ximenez is going to control. Is that right, Ray?
Yeah.
Well, Ray, let me ask you this. I want you to tell us right now. I know you just stepped into the pro ranks. Tell me what's the biggest difference right now. You've gone from amateur, and now you're stepping up to the pro ranks. Tell us, what's the difference? What are you feeling?
Well, the timing's more different, and the punches are different, but I'm just used to all that. It's just, I go in the gym and train for things like this, so I'm already used to everything. So it's no different in me.
Well, you said timing. When you say timing, is it the timing of the punches, the timing of your training period, or is it all of the above?
No, it's the timing of the timing of the rounds and the timing of the punches. You have to pick your shots more better.
Wow. Well, I know in the first fight, just to recap right quick, you took down Mr. Larzazola. You knocked him down a couple of times, did you not?
Yes.
If I remember correctly, I think that fight should have probably, in my heart, should have been stopped. But we always try to, we always are gentlemen in this great sport of boxing. Well, I tell you what, Ray, I'm going to cut through the chase right now. I've been talking about well, let me tell you, how's the holiday season been to you? You been training?
Yes, I've been training.
Now, why have you been training in the holiday season when everybody else is partying?
Because boxing is what I do, so it's just another day for me. So
okay. Well, you know what I thought you might be saying is February the 4th is right around the corner. Is that an important date?
Yeah, it's an important date.
Tell me about that date. What's happening on February the 4th?
Well, it's a new year, so it'll be a new win for me.
Okay, I think we're going to be having a lot of noise being made over at Fort Worth Convention Center. Is that correct?
Yes.
I think you're going to be stepping into the ring with a guy by the name of Rafael Casillas.
Yes.
Is that correct? I think he's 4-3. You know what, Ray? I'm going to just go ahead and ask you this question. You're 1-0. This guy is 4-0 in his last 4 bouts. He knows no defeat from that angle. You're stepping up a little bit quick in my book. Tell me what's going on here. You had 1 bout. You're facing a guy that's had 7 professional bouts. What's going through your mind?
He just haven't fought me yet.
Okay, he hadn't fought you yet. Well, is your team thinking that this is time for you to step up already after 1 win?
Yeah, I trust them, so yeah, they think I'm ready, so yeah, of course I'm ready.
Well, I like what you said. I think, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, as you see this humble young man, I'm going to tell you right now, these lips right here on this guy fly fast. As you see right here, they don't fly too fast because you know what? His hands are moving quicker than what he can talk. This man talks with his hands. Let me kind of just wrap this from the standpoint, Ray. As an amateur, a long list of accomplishments. 3-time ringside world champion. 1-time Silver Gloves national champion. 1-time silver medalist in the Silver Gloves. Also show while you're resting, you go ahead and win 5 Dallas Regional Golden Glove titles. And then while you're sleeping, you win 3 national PAL titles. Do you have room in your house for all those awards?
I do it to the gym.
Oh, you he takes them to the gym. Well, you know what I really want to ask you, who do you give a lot of credit here? You're 17 years old. You're stepping into the ring with a man, I don't know, Rafael, we interviewed him here a couple of weeks ago, and he said something. He said, Ray and I always bring the game to the ring, and that's one thing I can say. The nickname I've always given you is bell to bell. Motor knows no downshift. Guys, when y'all see this man get into the ring, you better keep your eyes on this man. He knows no downshift. Motor. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Well, I tell you what, I know your team's here, and at this time, I'd like to go ahead and have your dad come in. And you think he's probably an integral part of your team, isn't he?
Yes.
Ray, come on in here just for a second. I want to wish you happy holiday season, sir. Happy New Year to you. Okay? You know what? I got Team Ximenez right here, and Coach, I'm going to ask you, and Dad, and Father, and husband. I mean, you wear all types of hats, probably even uncle on top of that. But Ray, I'm going to ask you. I've just had the good fortune of asking Ray. What's the biggest challenge? Tell me, you. This is your blood right here. This is your son. I mean, he climbs in the ring, and there's some vicious punches being thrown in there.
Right.
Tell me, what's the biggest challenge you've seen or you've had to deal with in taking him from amateur to pro?
Well, as an amateur pro, it wasn't really much. I think he was ready. He has over 100 fights. I mean, he's real calm in the ring. That's what we have him. I mean, he's real smart. So it just felt natural. It just fell in. So
Wow.
his way in.
You know what, ladies? Sometimes we lose fact of that. Even though we mention things, you know something in your heart. The calmness, the natural, the pace he gives.
Right.
And that right there brings up. Now, let me ask you, as far as his workouts from pro or from amateur to pro, tell me, what have you done here, time-wise? I mean,
Well, there's more running. His strength training is more intense. And pretty much not too much strength, because I don't want to take away his speed. He's got more power at this weight. His last 2 amateur fights, he knocked the guys out. I mean, it's perfect for him right now.
ladies, if you miss that, ladies and gentlemen, his last 2 amateur fights knockout. You don't see those very often in amateur fights. That already shows the power that he has. And the endurance coupled with that makes him a dangerous, awesome, much feared fighter in the ring. The last thing I want to make right here, Ray, I know weight at this weight class is important.
Right.
1 pound, 2 pounds. What did y'all agree upon on this bout for February the 4th with Rafael Casillas?
Well, we're getting 117.
117.
117. It's on.
Shoot, I tell you what, there was a point of discussion, no doubt about it. We were at 119 there for a little while in my mind. I'm not saying that was in yours.
Right.
But when you told me 117, I went, whoa, that's a big change right there at this weight. I don't really say that. Not that it changes the fight, but it's something that the fighters have to actually look at. One other thing, Ray, I want to tell you. What can the fight fans, I want you to look out there. What can the fight fans expect from Ray Ximenez Jr. come February the 4th at Fort Worth, Texas, at the Fort Worth Coliseum when you climb in the ring with Rafael Casillas? What can we expect?
Y'all can expect a win from me.
Okay. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, as I have the beautiful family here, and also a little shout out to Michelle. Michelle happens to be the backbone of this team right here. That's a wife, that's a mama, golly, probably aunt. Michelle, I tell you what, we wish you the best of luck. Let me ask you a closing question. I know we never like to jump too far ahead of our schedule, because what's in front of us is what we got to take care of business. But I'm going to ask you just a question off the cuff. Once you take care of business here, and we have another win, who's the next victim?
The next one is Alton.
Who?
Alton.
Jamie? Who? Oh, I know who you're talking about. Alton is going to be the next one. Alton. As a matter of fact, Coach, I think y'all are already working on that one, aren't you? Trying to?
Yeah, I hope he'll get down and weight. Stay out of jail. Chance himself.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, if he could get down, we'll get down with him.
Okay. What's your perception on weight there? About the same time?
Same time. I even
about
give
the
him
same
118 for him.
We'll give him 118. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in a very nice way, we are nothing but a conduit of information here. We don't stir any of that poop, baby. We don't want it to get on us. We just take information from point A to point B. We give the fight fans what they want. Don't forget, that's what we're doing. As we wrap up another session of Roland's Recap on behalf of www.NorthTexasFisticuffs.com, the voice of North Texas combative sports, Roland Ximenez.